Hello, Bernard. It's good to see you in the afternoon instead of the
Yes,
morning.
yes,
So we had a few difficulties earlier today, but
yes,
I'd like for us to read about this topic, level 1, today. All right?
yes.
You may start when you're ready.
And it will be the last lesson for this session.
Mhm.
And because next Monday I'm going to Thailand.
All right. Well, I hope that you enjoy your vacation. Take pictures, and we'll talk when you return.
Okay.
All right, then. If you'll start to read for me.
Is you
Yes, it is recording now.
okay? Okay. I read. I
Yes,
read.
yes.
Okay. Mountain Erupts on Sumatra, level 1, the 23rd of February 2018. Mountain Erupts.
So we would say the 23rd of February, 2018.
Okay, to 23rd of February. Mount Simabung is a volcano. It's on Sumatra. It's dormant for 400 years. In 2010, it erupts. It kills 25 people between 2010 and 2018. This week, the volcano erupts again. Big clouds of ash go up in the sky. Nobody dies and nobody is injured. Difficult words: dormant, which means asleep; erupt, send out lava and ash; dust, very soft gray things produced from things on fire or cigarettes.
Okay, things on fire similar to a cigarette. All right, very good reading. This is a very short article. What I found interesting is that in 2010, between 2010 and 2018, only 25 people were killed. I think that that's an amazingly low number. And my question would be, if the number is so small, why did those 25 people die? What did you find interesting in this brief article?
I'm amazing by the picture, which seems a big mountain, and it seems there are snow in it, but I'm not sure. And what's surprising?
Yes, what is surprising, if anything, to you? Did you find anything surprising about this article?
No, not really. I suppose that the people who were killed by some stone who fell on their head, something like that, or perhaps they were at the top of the volcano when this one erupts.
Mm-hmm.
But
what do you think they were doing up there? If it snowed, do you think they were skiing? Do you think they were climbing the mountain? What do you think they were doing up there? There is no right or wrong answer.
Okay. I suppose on the slide of the mountain, most of the people try to plant some vegetables and have culture which grow on the slope of the mountains, and sometimes they were surprised by some short erupts of the volcano with stone who flew in the air and fell on their field and sometimes on their body.
So you're saying perhaps that people were out tending to their garden when this volcano erupted, and
Yes.
because of the eruption and the swiftness of the eruption, they perhaps did not have time to escape?
Yes.
That's an interesting concept. I thought maybe, like yourself, they were skiing up there on this icy mountain and did not have time to get out of harm's way once the volcano started to erupt. Because
Yes.
it's only 25 people that were actually killed.
Yes, but I suppose they're not. I don't suppose. I don't suppose that the people in Sumatra could ski. It's
Oh,
not a. It's not a usual sport in Sumatra, I suppose.
I see. I don't know. I also think it's quite interesting that this volcano had been dormant. Dormant meaning inactive, nothing ever happened for over 400 years. That's a long time for a volcano to just sit quietly. And then in 2010, it just burst like a Coca-Cola can that had been shaken violently.
Okay.
And there was no warning. I used to think that there was warnings from some type of machine. People would be made aware that this volcano is going to erupt. And maybe they did have some warning. They just didn't know what day it was going to happen.
Sumatra is from Indonesia, and it is not an advanced country like Japan. And I suppose that in Japan, there are more devices that could prevent the accident when the volcano erupts, because
Okay.
the people know that knows by the advertising that the people could erupt quickly.
Oh,
But
okay.
I suppose in Sumatra, it's not a rich country, and perhaps they don't have the same devices.
Okay. Well, geographically speaking, I did not know where Sumatra is. And you said Sumatra is where?
Yeah, Sumatra is not far from Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's very close to Thailand.
Is that where you're going? Are you going to, are you going to Thailand?
Yes, I'm going to Thailand next weekend. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Okay, well, I'm glad that it erupted already.
Yes, but it's not dangerous because Sumatra is a big island.
Yes.
It's close to Thailand, but close, not very close. It's not. There's no problem. And in Thailand, I suppose there's no volcano.
Okay. All right. So describe Thailand for me. Have you been to Thailand before?
I went to Thailand 40 years ago with my oldest brother and my friend, who was like my brother, who died 80 months ago.
Oh, so sorry.
Yes, and we spent 1 month in Thailand. It was the first trip we made together, and it was a great pleasure. After this first trip, we practiced about 10 other big travel in other parts of the world.
Yes.
Always together. And the last trip, the last journey we spent together was in 2016, at the beginning of 2016, when we were on Birman, in Burma.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when we came back from Burma, my friend became ill, and in 3 months he died.
So what was he? Did he die from?
From cancer, from cancer from the liver.
Oh.
From a liver cancer.
Oh, okay.
It's only 3 months, and when we were in Burma, he was in good health, he was in good mood.
Yeah.
And we can't imagine that a few months later it will be die.
Right, that he would die. All right, that sounds like it came as a surprise and very shocking, similar to my sister, who was in reasonably good health, and we would never have suspected that what she had, stage 4 cancer, could have existed without us even knowing of it. Okay, well, there are 3 words here today: dormant, erupt, and ash. There are many places where we have lots of dust. We have dust from a snowstorm. That would be snow dust. Although that's not as dangerous, I think, as dry dirt dust, but it is irritating. It can be irritating to a driver. So we call that a dust storm. Erupt means to burst out of something and form like a liquid like substance, lava. And dormant means to be asleep. So your friend, as my sister, had something that was probably dormant for your friend, something dormant in his liver, and my sister had something probably dormant in her lungs. And I think something perhaps aggravates it and it awakens it, just as in this volcano. I think something disturbed what was normal, and then it woke up from its sleep.
Yes, yes. It's the kind of sickness which is like a spy inside of you. You couldn't discover it until he wake up.
Right, and at the time that it wakes up, the damage has already contributed itself to many parts of the body, and almost in many cases it's just very difficult to treat.
It's too late,
or even to know where to start. All right, we often think of something dormant as being able to escape a crisis. If it doesn't bother us at this moment, we don't bother it. Sometimes people who live in a house, for example, they don't maintain things on a regular basis. The foundation, water hoses, water pipes, if you don't check on them, even though they're not giving you problems right now, it is a good idea to not just let them lie dormant, but just to check periodically to make sure that there is no damage, building up from an unseen spot. Do you agree?
I try to understand. I've been lost.
Okay, let's use this as an example. You live in a house, yes?
Yes, I live in a house.
And your house has a roof on top of it.
Yes, of course.
If after 5 or 6 years, if you don't check your roof, in about 10 years, you may have to do more work, repair, because you didn't attend to it earlier.
But what I checked my roof?
Yes, on top of your house, you may have squirrels or some other rodent up there eating little holes in your roof, but
yes,
you don't know it.
Okay. I don't know it until the accident arrived.
Well, until it gets too big to handle. But if you checked on it periodically, you would have seen that there was a little hole, and you could repair the little hole. So that would be letting something remain dormant until it's too late.
Okay, I understand. It's like a sickness that you don't imagine. You need to check your roof periodically in order to avoid the future damage.
Exactly. And that's a great word, avoid future and greater damage. And oftentimes people live in homes that are 70, 80 years old, and they've never done anything to it. And they have lived comfortably. But at some point, the roof starts to leak. Then they have a service person come out to check the house out. And they'll say, "Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but this entire side has to be taken out and redone because there's water damage in addition to wood rot."
Oh, yes. And you know that in France, sometimes we have some call from people that we don't know, and they propose us to check the roof.
Yes.
Because they said, oh, there's some worm perhaps in the wood.
Exactly. Termites. Termites.
Yes. But most of the time, these call are from tricks men.
Yes, that's
They try to store your money. And I heard that even sometimes they came to visit your home, and in fact, in a small box in their pocket, they have some worms. And after they've checked your roof, they go downstairs and said, "Oh, look, ma'am, what I found in the roof," and open the box and show them the worms in the box, and the people are afraid, and they said, okay,
we'll have you repair it.
yes, repair the damage, please.
Yeah, this goes on in the U.S. as well. It goes on in the U.S. So sometimes we say we want to get 2 estimates. We get 2 estimates. That way we hope that the first one is honest as well as the second one. But if the first one finds something and the second one doesn't, I wonder. And if the second one finds something that the first one doesn't find, I'd still be a little leery as to who is telling the truth. Because I really want it to be that there isn't anything wrong. All right. Well, as I said, this was a very short article today. I'm going to stop the recording